Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to meet some incredible talents. People who push past boundaries and make the impossible look easy. All right, let's dive in. A series of old cars, from sedans to SUVs, were crushed into neat blocks of steel in just a few seconds. The sound of metal crushing was terrifying, the sight of steel warping under the enormous pressure. An old Pontiac Firebird was dumped on top of the legendary 1965 Chevrolet Impala, both crushed together in a giant crusher. Witness the overwhelming power of the metal crusher as it processes old bicycles in just seconds. Discover the impressive power of the Schrutballen-Kolmar scrap baler, the ultimate solution for metal processing and recycling. The absolute power of VTNSCR-APSHEARCI 7000, tearing apart bulldozers in a snap. giant crusher handles all types of scrap metal, from scrap metal to stubborn steel. Return to the golden age of classic car crushers, where steel groans and chassis are crushed under pure mechanical force. Discover the incredible power of an industrial metal crusher as it easily shreds old paint cans, scrap iron, hardened steel, and sheet iron in seconds. Discover Metal Crusher, Metal Shredder. Powerful metal crushing machines, specialized in crushing iron, steel, aluminum, copper, old cars, and industrial scrap. The old Packard, once glorious on the roads, was now powerless before the terrible power of the giant iron press. Discover the power of scrap metal crushers and scrap metal shredders, indispensable equipment in the metal recycling industry. Discover the absolute power of the rock crusher as it crushes the hardest rocks smoothly and impressively. Nothing can stop this crusher, from the hardest materials to the seemingly unbreakable. The world's most luxurious Bentley unexpectedly met a horrible fate when it was crushed in a giant car press, a scene that is both heartbreaking and captivating, making it impossible to take your eyes off. Epic Crush, Claw Crushes. My classic 1980 Camaro at the junkyard. I like Camaro. Scrap iron crusher is the ultimate industrial equipment, specially designed to process and crush all kinds of metal scrap quickly and efficiently. Watch as the car crusher destroys a series of vehicles, including a classic 1967 Chevy pickup truck and a tough police car. The process of purchasing and crushing the entire scrap car, from collecting, sorting, to putting the entire intact car into the giant crusher. Discover the superpower of the most powerful crusher in Crusher, easily crushing the toughest manhole cover ever. The car crushing scene is eye-catching and powerful. Each car is crushed under the overwhelming power of the giant machine. Experience the awesome power of the ultimate crusher. Shred everything from motorbikes to the toughest scrap. The modern stone crusher is a wonderful example of the combination of advanced technology and superior power. The sound of old objects being crushed is unique. Each shattering sound tells the story of times gone by.
Has a different sound when it crushes.
Eye-catching performance of VTNS HEARCI 13000 steel cutter during the demolition of old trucks. The giant tank with terrifying destructive power can crush any car under its irresistible steel wheels. Thank you for watching. I hope these moments will help you relax after a stressful day at work. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye, and see you again.